Hello everyone, Bashar here. So I am continuing spamming my videos, and I am pleased or saddened, depends on point of view. I think we are kind of past halfway on whatever I had in mind. So the thing is, I think content-wise, the duration-wise, I think we are well past halfway, but we did something along the lines of 15, 16 videos so far. We got the character itemization and the crafting system sorted out. Now what everything else remains. I had 4 categories in mind when I first started. The last one that remains is the general one, and I want to start with leveling and world tiers. So let's say create a new character. Obviously we will not be playing, I just want to show you. Okay, we select our character, we select how we look. So you can select your hardcore character here if you want to. Most people will skip that. You can also skip campaign here if you have finished the campaign. If you don't, of course, you will have to play and finish the campaign. You then type in your name. This doesn't have to be unique. Okay, so you can select either seasonal realm or eternal realm. I would definitely suggest, well, Blizzard suggests you should play in the seasonal realm. Much more players there. New content there, and then you select between the world tiers. Right, that's what I want to show you. So there are 4 world tiers, right? And with the expansion, it's gonna change. Right? This video, I know this part. This video will become updated because there will be many tiers, and the method to unlock them will be different. But I still wanna go over what we have. So we are given the option to select between world tier 1 or 2. Right? 3 and 4 will have to be unlocked, but we are given the option. So tier 1 is a new player to ARPG, right? And it's easy. So world tier 2 is a harder tier 1. Enemies are more challenging, and they grant more XP and more gold, and they drop more items, right? Which is what you should be choosing. Right? Wow, it doesn't let go, does it? Back, okay, but the back, okay, I'm not going to create a character. Wow, back. Let's get into it. So how do you unlock world tiers 3 and 4? After you complete the campaign with your first character, or if you have already completed the campaign, let's go to Kuyovashad. That's the first city we arrive at, and there is something beautiful there. So they did some things very nicely. So guys, in Diablo 3, for example, you would select a difficulty when you start the game, and you would be stuck to it, right? The most you could do is reduce the difficulty, and or if it's not too high, you could increase it once and not change it as you like. So in Kuyovashad, there is a world tier statue there, and you can change your tier to your heart's content. So for example, guys, you're playing on world tier 2, and the fights are a little more challenging than you would like them to be, and you are going to do a boss. You can just bring it down to 1. Right? And so let me do world tier 2. Right, and now I'm into world tier. So I have a friend here, I can just go back to them, right? I do not have to leave the game. This is beautiful, I love this feature. So guys, you will see a golden icon here. That means, so this dungeon is gold, right? What that means is, guys, it's a capstone dungeon, which means you go in there and you finish this dungeon, and this will unlock world tier 3 for you, right? And when you go to world tier 3, you have a different capstone dungeon. This one is the capstone dungeon now, and if you finish this, you can enter world tier 4. With the expansion, I think it's going to be different. You will be doing pit levels to unlock, and there will be like 7 or 8, I think, world tiers. Now there are only 4, right? And if you count the 1 to be non-existent, there are actually basically 3. You level in 2, then you unlock 3, and then you unlock 4, and then you're done, right? And on the highest higher tiers, you also get resistance penalties. Take a look at this. On World Tier 3, sacred items and new unique items drop. You can do nightmare dungeons. Resistance auras appear. No, this is annoying, right? They have a gray effect on them, and they themselves take regular damage, but all the monsters around them take reduced damage, so you have to kill them first. You get increased experience and increased gold and more loot, and then you get penalized by your resistances. And the best items can drop, ancestral items, much more XP, much more gold, and you get a 50 resistance penalty in World Tier 4. So how you should be doing the leveling is, guys, you start from the World Tier 2, right? We will do another video for this, but there will be red areas like this, right? These are hell tides. As I said, we will be doing a separate video for them. You should be going to the hell tides, stick around there a little bit, right? You get like level 10 or something, you will start getting rare items. You can imprint some aspects or do some tampering if you have them. If it's the first character, you will be doing the campaign anyway, right? It will be, I would say, enjoyable. I'm talking about someone leveling their umpteenth character. After you hit 20 or so, you will get much more powerful. You can imprint aspects and, as I said, do the strong tempers. And keep in mind though, the capstone dungeons have a level, so they don't scale down with you. So World Tier 2 capstone dungeon is level 50, so the monsters in there will be level 50, and the World Tier 3 capstone dungeon is level 70. These don't scale down, right? But if you have good enough items, you can even handle the first one at level 20s, and the second one, after you switch into World Tier 3, you can level very fast, up to like 40s very easily. 50s would also be fast. And at 40s, 50s, you can do that. But if you're in hardcore, I would advise a little more caution, kind of like 40s for capstone 1, and like 60s for capstone 2, or capstone 3 and 4 respectively. There are two capstones that you need to do. One of them unlocks the World Tier 3 and the other unlocks the World Tier 4. And as I said, being approximately about 10 levels below would do it, right? Use elixirs if you're extra paranoid, right? And it can happen the first few times around in hardcore. Use incenses or whatever, right? Keep a scroll of escape at the ready. This is a hardcore only item that allows you to instantly kind of portal. Right? It's a hardcore only item, right? And the beauty of it is, guys, excellent programming. It works when you DC. So, guys, for example, I'm out there, right? I disconnect somehow, and the scroll of escape tries to save me by instantly porting me out of danger, right? So you should be carrying one at you at all times. So jump into the higher world tiers as soon as possible. As I said, most people will be playing soft score, so go high as soon as you can. And one thing that I would like to remind you, enemies deal more damage to you, etc. when you are lower level, and you get rewarded for being lower level up to a difference of 30 levels. So if I'm level 50 and I am doing content that's level 80, I get full XP bonus all the way there, and after level 80 I just get the bonus that I would be getting from level 80. Right? So if I'm doing level 85 content, so they get to deal more and more damage to me, right? But I do not get rewarded XP wise for doing anything that's more than a 30 level gap, and that's what you should be striving for in softcore most of the time, right? If you have a nice enough build, you can afford to be 30 levels below. That's how the leveling process goes. As I said, with the expansion, it's going to be a little different. The unlocking of the higher tiers would be different. The resistance penalties would etc. be more. We will be getting more powerful, and therefore, of course, the penalties will be more. But guys, the general idea stays the same. You should be in the highest world tier that you can, or maybe even can't handle in softcore. because there will be catch-up mechanics. So the stuff that drops is going to be more powerful, and therefore you get more out of it. And one last thing I wanna talk about in this video is, guys, so in Diablo 3 you might remember there is Europe, there is Americas, right? There are different realms. Your friend is playing on Xbox, you are playing on PlayStation, you can't play together. You are playing on PlayStation, your friend is on a PC, you can't play together. There is none of it here. They did something excellent, guys. There are no realms, right? There is no Europe, there is no Americas, and there are no platform differences. So right now, everyone from the world, right, Americas, Europe, Oceania, whatever it is, right, we are all on the same realm, and the machine that you play on also doesn't make a difference. So Xbox, so for example, guys, a Turkish guy playing on Xbox plays with an American guy that plays on a PC together, right? It's beautiful. So if your friend is playing this game, it's sufficient, right? You don't have to be honest. The zones don't matter, machines don't matter. You can play together, and I love this feature. So that's it about leveling and the world and world tiers. And I will see you in another video that is most relevant to this one. See you in the next video.